Israeli forces have violently confronted Palestinian worshippers near the Aqsa Mosque compound in occupied East Jerusalem. They scuffled with women and prevented young Palestinian men from entering the mosque. At least one Palestinian man was arrested inside the compound. Earlier, hundreds of ultra-nationalist Israelis made an incursion into the Al-Aqsa courtyards. Let's go to Paul Brennan in occupied East Jerusalem. Paul, tell us what happened this morning.
Yeah, it's important to contextualize this. The women that we see in that video are members of a group called Marabitat, and they are women who are pledged to protect the Al-Aqsa Mosque. I saw the woman with the pale leopard print scarf and spectacles up here, actually, on Wednesday, making a social media video pledging to protect the mosque. So these aren't members of the general public. These are women who are remonstrating with those Israeli soldiers and demanding access. But the reason why they were remonstrating with the soldiers is because this weekend is Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year. And again, as happens on so many days, Jewish far-right settlers and nationalists have been escorted into the area of the Al-Aqsa Mosque. It's called an incursion because it's done without the permission of the Waqf, which is the Jordanian Palestinian group which would organize such visits. And it creates enormous tension and enormous antagonism as well with those people who are worshipping at the mosque and at the mosque. The arrest that we saw, I think most likely, we haven't heard from the police about this, but the arrest on days like today, young men in their 20s and 30s are banned from accessing the mosque because very often it's the young men whose tempers get the better of them and who confront these Jewish nationalist incursions, and so they are banned. So I suspect that the young man that we saw being arrested was one of those who'd perhaps slipped through the net and the police were taking him away. But there is perspective. I mean, on the one hand, you could say the police are doing a very good job of keeping the peace. But on the other hand, from certainly the Palestinian perspective, you can say that they are essentially threatening the status quo by facilitating these visits by Jewish settlers onto this holy site.
Paul Brennan reporting from occupied East Jerusalem. Thank you very much.